In the high-stakes world of Formula One, rivalries are intense. Teams guard their secrets like gold, and every tenth of a second matters. But in 2007, one of the sport's most iconic teams, McLaren, got caught in a scandal so massive, it nearly destroyed their entire legacy. In June 2007, an employee at a local print shop in England made a shocking discovery: a stack of confidential technical documents, not from McLaren, but from their fiercest rivals, Ferrari. The papers detailed Ferrari's car setups, fueling strategies, tire data, and even future development plans. This wasn't some simple misunderstanding, it was corporate espionage. This is the story of Spygate, a betrayal worth $100 million and a moment that changed F1 forever. At first, the FIA believed them. They held a hearing and issued a warning, but no major penalties. The FIA, Formula One's governing body, launched an investigation. And suddenly, the entire 2007 season was under a cloud of suspicion. It all started with a man named Mike Coughlin, McLaren's chief designer. The employee alerted Ferrari, and what followed was a firestorm. The documents, over 700 pages long, were handed to Coughlin by a Ferrari employee named Nigel Stepney, an engineer reportedly frustrated with his position at Ferrari. McLaren was fined $100 million, the largest fine in sporting history. On top of that, they were disqualified from the Constructors' Championship, stripped of all points, even though their drivers continued to race. Ferrari launched legal action. Alonso, who had just joined from Renault, was furious that the team seemed to favor rising star Lewis Hamilton. And in a stunning final race, Kimi Räikkönen won the driver's title by a single point over Hamilton and Alonso. And even years later, the words Spygate and McLaren are still linked. He reportedly threatened to release even more incriminating emails, unless he was made the #1 driver. McLaren refused. Alonso left the team at the end of the season. They returned to form, and in 2008, just 1 year later, Lewis Hamilton won the World Championship for McLaren in dramatic fashion, cementing his rise to superstardom. Now here's where things get wild. McLaren initially denied everything. They claimed that Coughlin acted alone, and that no other team members saw or used the Ferrari data. The emails directly referenced Ferrari information, including fuel loads and weight distribution. Alonso had allegedly been using the data to prepare for races. Suddenly, the claim that Coughlin acted alone, completely destroyed. But then, a twist. Emails leaked between McLaren test driver Pedro de la Rosa and lead driver Fernando Alonso. In a rare move, Alonso and de la Rosa were granted immunity by the FIA. If they turned over the evidence, they did. On September 13, 2007, the FIA dropped the hammer. It was a devastating blow, and yet, the scandal didn't end there. Inside the McLaren camp, tensions were boiling. Ferrari would go on to win the 2007 Constructors' Championship. The damage to McLaren's reputation was massive. Sponsors were shaken. Internal trust collapsed. But here's the craziest part. Despite the chaos, McLaren survived. They rebuilt. Still, many fans wonder how much more dominant could McLaren have been if not for the scandal that nearly tore them apart. One thing's for sure. In a sport built on speed, precision, and secrecy, the cost of betrayal is higher than anyone imagined. Thanks for watching the Sport Files. Subscribe for more unbelievable true stories from the world of sports.